If white hesitates right now, black can just come back and it's going to be a very equal game. So here, the move knight g5. Bishop catches g2. And we have to act with haste. And the move here is e6. e6. Can you imagine that? Like, sacrificing a whole rook because we had the initiative. So let's go over a few lines. In the game, black played here, right? Which is just bad, and we'll go over that line too. But what happens if takes? Captures. King f8. Knight e6 looks just decent, right? Like, this is great. Another move is we can castle. Whatever floats your boat, whatever you want to do, right? So like here is enough. I think it's enough for most people to say, wow, this is pretty good for us, right? Castles. Another idea is to just castle right away, attacking the bishop and also attacking the knight, right? Bishop c6 and then knight e6, which is kind of cool. Or we can capture here, make a queen, and maybe something like bishop g4 to go here and attack on these squares, right? So obviously white is winning here, so we don't have to really calculate that. So now on e6, what happens if they play f5? And so now tactics come into play. Bishop captures b5 check. This is a discovery, right? We're just moving this. They have to react to the check. And queen captures g2. And now look, all of these light squares are very, very weak. And also we're planning to play here. So like bishop captures b2, right? Like black is not without plans either. We can play queen c6 check if we want. King f8, pretty much only move. Knight f7. Queen has to go somewhere. Maybe queen a5 check. Bishop d2, queen a6, and maybe we'll just take. Rook b1. The bishop has to move somewhere. And then rook captures b5 looks decent to me. Also maybe even c4. Beautiful move because of the threat of the back rank. And we can get a passed pawn very easily. Alright, so that doesn't work. So let's see what happens after he played knight h6. Very interesting idea, but after takes, boom, knight e6. Right? And in the game, he played rook captures h1, and he's like, okay, you just want me to give... He's like, oh, you're just going to take my queen, whatever, fine. No, we take the bishop first. We say, excuse me, because this is the tactic. This is the idea, right? If the king plays here, then we have knight e6 anyways, and we get to take on d8. Now, if the king goes to d7, which is probably what happened. Yeah, if the king goes to d7, then we have bishop g4 check. And again, look at all of my pieces. They're active. e6. And after e6, he plays castles. Played this move without hesitation. But he followed the simple principle that it's better to be flexible when you have a choice. And you want to include all the pieces. And this is something I want to leave you with as well. Well, I'm not leaving you. We're going to finish this position, but kind of like a token for my appreciation for watching the channel. If you're in a complicated position, usually the answer is a very simple move. If you're in a simple position, usually the best move is a complicated answer. Anyways, after castles, he played bishop c6. Knight captures e6. Queen h4. Knight g5 check. Queen captures g4. Knight captures f7. Queen e6. And knight captures d6. And this is basically GG after this, because after, let's say, bishop d5, queen captures d5 takes. And rook captures d5, king c6, rook d3, and this knight is way too strong. If you try to play something like this, rook 88, then the star move, boom, is not that. It's not that. Okay. So after rook d3, rook 88, he plays bishop d4. Hello. Rook hf8, bishop e5, d7, and now king d2. And this game is won because of the very strong bishop, the strong knight, and a very strong rook. Where these two rooks are just passive, and they're waiting to break through when they can never break through.